about, this, digital revolution that is taking place, right?
Yes.
I want to cast our mind back to 1995. This is when the internet first came. People were, when it first came, a bit confused.
Yes.
I can send an electronic mail. Somebody can capture it straight away.
Right.
People even thought that the internet was going to pass. Like,
Yeah.
we're not used to it.
It's just a phase.
It's just a phase.
Okay.
But now we can't live without it. It's really revolutionized the way in which we do things.
Right.
Now, what we're seeing here, that was like Web 1.0. We're now seeing kind of Web 3.0.
Yes.
Where now you don't only can see information or receive it, but you can actually own what you put out there. And this is what NFTs is really about, because what you're seeing is you're able to digitalize anything and have ownership of it.
Yes.
And that's where, for example, when it comes to music, where it's going to play a big part, because a lot of record labels, back in the day, artists needed record labels in order to put money into them. The record label will own the music.
Yes.
And yes, they'll just literally be a slave to the record label. But now, because of the internet, people can put their music out there and create their own audience.
Yes.
But now, because of NFTs, they can't not only put their music out there, but they can actually own their music. They can own the art. You can you can digitalize even buildings.
I find
and
it
real
so
estate.
Yeah.
So
we're talking about music, buildings, art. I know art is big in the NFT space. Yeah. So is it just for a select group of people? Because I know there are many famous celebrities around the world. For example, Justin Bieber. I'm just seeing he traded on an art piece worth about $1.3 million. What do I need to for me to get started with the NFTs?
Is education. That is the key.
Yes.
Because we know that formal education, which is the normal school system, that will make you a living.
Yes.
But your self-education with the right information will make you a fortune. So what I would say to people is just to be inquisitive and seek knowledge. Because if you seek it, you will find knowledge.
Yes.
And that's it. Just understand that there are trendsetters, and those who wait for things to happen. So put yourself ahead of the curve.
Yes.
And that's what we're saying. That's why we're here.
Yes.
We're here to educate our people and let them know that, we can actually be part of this wealth transfer. We don't have to wait for somebody else to give us the financial freedom.
Right.
It's here to grab.
Right. And Coach Safi, right?
Yes.
When you guys are talking about this, and I'm thinking about all the things that you can trade with in the NFTs, like the arts, music. So is this just about profits? Is this just about making money? Because I remember I have, first of all, my mom has a couple of art pieces in her house. And she can stare at them for hours and hours. Yeah. But now when you tell her about money and profits, it feels like it's losing purpose. It's losing meaning, isn't it?
Right. I mean, of course it's about making money.
Yes.
Right? The whole digital space is about making money. But also it's about having ownership of your own products that you have created, and then once you have ownership of that, if you sell it at a certain price, the thing is with the NFT space, if you sell your things at a certain price and somebody else has that now, if they actually sell that on, you receive royalties from what they've sold. So it's connected all within the blockchain. So then it comes back to you. People don't have to know who you are. They didn't need to know that you was the original creator. It could go into 1,000 people's hands, but you're going to collect royalties from those 1,000 people's hands. So it's about profits, but a lot of people want it to be about legacy as well, you know, and having to build something.
But do I have rights of the NFT that I own? Can I change certain creative aspects of it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So if it's an art piece, maybe I can redraw it, redesign it.
Yeah, and you can request to be paid in crypto.
Oh, as well.
Or tokens.
Yes,
you don't have to be paid in fiat.
Yeah.
And crypto actually, there's a volatility. It appreciates in price. So I think that's the beauty about NFTs because you can accept, your payment with the currency, with the cryptocurrency that you actually prefer. It could be Ethereum, it could be Bitcoin, it could be Ripple, it could be anything that you want. It could be Tron, it could be HU. And we'll talk about HU.
But how do you create it as a beginner, for example?
Okay. Michael.
Yeah, well, there's sites, there's websites that you have to go on. I think like OpenSea is a platform that you can use, but and there's loads of different people that's creating new platforms as well that will help you to create your own NFTs. But like Michael Agyei said, self-education is going to be the best way forward because YouTube Academy is fantastic. If you're searching for the right information, you'll find the right information. And there's other sources out there as well that are willing to to help and support new people within this space to kind of understand more, like similarly to platform that we're involved in as well.
Yes.
But you have to be wanting to find out the information.
What's this platform you're involved in? What's that about?
I'll let Michael do.
That's awesome because there's an academy to it. But Michael will talk about it in detail.
Okay, Michael, you want to jump into that one? Talk about your academy, maybe?
Yeah, sure. Just to piggyback off what you were saying.
Yes.
Because when we talk about ownership, we see that in Africa, there's a lot of innovation that takes place.
Yes.
But what happens is when you look at a lot of the things that were invented many years ago, you will find out that, a lot of it came from maybe people from Africa.
Yeah.
But then what happens is, somebody else will put their name to it and claim ownership of it. But when you create something and it's written on the blockchain, you can never change it. There's a permanent, record of the creation of that thing. For example, even when you look at the water gun, for many years it was associated to another company as to the individual that created it. But through many years in a court, it was found out that it was actually a black man who created it, and he received like hundreds of millions.
Yes.
But if this was written in a blockchain, it wouldn't have been years in a court. We could have easily identified this man as the creator. So that's a power of something like NFTs and a blockchain, especially moving forward. Now, the platform that we're part of, like we said, is all about getting the right information, and you want to be around the right people.
Yes.
Now these individuals who lead on this project have been in this space for over 7 years. We're talking about when Bitcoin and the whole aspect of cryptocurrency first came about. They've been in it since then. And they've been able to create many companies to really lead on the revolution of blockchain. Now, what they're looking to do right now is to create the largest blockchain community in the world. They're like, this revolution is happening, and we want to be able to create a movement of individuals who can position themselves and learn what is happening. So to be a member, you get 3 things. Number 1 is the education that we're talking about. To understand the NFTs, understand blockchain, and to really get what's happening. Number 2 is that every time they go into a new project, they present it to the members. That listen, we're going into this project, and you have an opportunity to get yourself involved. Now, the third thing that they offer is for us to leverage their already existing money-making machine. And they give us something called passive income. Now, what that means is your ability to make money even while you sleep. There's a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad.
I've read that book. It's a powerful book. But if I could just add it on, because I'm sure somebody listening is like, oh man, this sounds so deep, but it sounds also so cool. A bunch of opportunities. Billionaire. My Kenyan brother. I'm just curious. How important is it for young Kenyans to access this kind of information?
Well, it's very important. One, when we were growing up, we were told that if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. Put it in a book. But it's no longer the case. Because we have a place where a platform people can learn at their own pace. You don't have to be told, stay in class for 6 hours or 8 hours. So this is very important because through our platform, through the Hyperverse, young people can become wealthy at an early age. And they can own property on the NFTs at an early age.
So it's finally possible.
It's finally possible. And, skills are tuned and all that. There's been a lot of that happening back and forth in court. That artists are not being paid what they are rightfully supposed to be paid.
What they're worth.
But that has now been sorted out. They're getting a bit more than what they were getting last year. So the NFTs present that opportunity that someone can actually get the full amount.
I think it's exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yes.
It's exciting.
And apparently, when you're talking about, things like financial knowledge and access to this kind of information, do you think it's about time maybe it should be incorporated in our schools, or it's important for us to just access individuals like you who are in the financial literacy community? I'll talk about, maybe Safi, you can jump on that one.
I think it should definitely be launched in schools. I think that the system that's currently put in place is good. But it's not it's not the best. It's not the best at all. And it encourages individuals to become an employee, and not an entrepreneur. Not an entrepreneur. So I think that inviting this kind of information, financial literacy, into the schools, would definitely
make a change.
Make that change 100%.
The problem is, and Michael, maybe you should, because I know you guys have a seminar in Nakuru and then one in Nairobi. When it comes to this kind of information, isn't it expensive though, especially for like the regular youth? They're thinking, man, these guys, they look so intimidating, they speak so well, I don't relate to them. As an African youth, don't you think maybe we need to make it more accessible?
Allow me to jump in just before Michael, and I'll give Michael an opportunity.
Yes.
Because this information, blockchain, is already being taught in international schools.
Okay.
In Kenya.
Yes.
You go to school, international schools, you find kids who know about blockchain.
Yes.
They know about Bitcoin. They know about forex trading because they're being taught at an early age.
Yes.
But in government schools, maybe it's time we bring it up. And that's where we're here. That's where Michael and the team is here.
And how do you judge whether somebody's giving you legitimate information, especially with regards to this kind of technology and, of course, financial literacy? Michael, how do you know he's saying the truth?
So it's a good question, you know, and you have to, obviously, like you said, you know, the internet has so much information. So you want to be able to decipher which one is kind of credible. So you look at the individuals, you know, and just look at, you know, their story, their background, what they've been able to do in this space, you know, and that would allow you to be able to, you know, judge whether, you know, the information is credible. But you ask a question, you know, wouldn't a seminar like this or information like this be expensive?
Quick one, because we don't have time.
And it isn't. You know, the heart of what we're looking to do is to help, you know, our brothers and sisters here. So we're here to pass on the information, you know, and be part of this for free. You know, so and that's the beautiful thing about this. You know, because we want a transfer of wealth to happen on the continent.
Awesome.
So they can come. You know, we'll be in Nakuru also here. I think we'll give the details and they can come and be part of it.
Awesome. You know, we're living in a time where I know many guys, especially online, are looking up to information like this from, you know, guys like Gary Vaynerchuk, Grant Cardone, and all these white people. So I think it's exciting that you guys are bringing this information to us on the ground over here. And where can guys reach out to you, Billionaire?
Well, we have some platforms that are going on right here, right now. We'll share those links.
Awesome.
We'll share those links in a short while. Because we have Twitter, we have Facebook, and we have Instagram. So I'll share those links in a short while.
Awesome. And finally, what is the greatest financial myth that Africans are given that was just wrong? For example, anyone wants to jump in?
The greatest myth, I will say, from my perspective.
In 30 seconds.
Is that your environment, you know, can dictate your future. Just because you were born in a poor home, you may not have access to a computer, that you can't achieve whatever it is that you want. But what I would say is greatness starts within you.
I love
it. It's an inside job. And no matter the economy, you will never see a lion eating grass because he knows who he is. You know, so I'll say that.
No matter the economy, you're never going to see a lion eating grass. You better be patient and get your education. Guys, unfortunately, this is it. It's already 10 in the AM right now. We're at the top of the hour. Dennis is set to once again with the news. Good morning.